Hey friends, so today I have some good news and I have some bad news. I guess I'll start with the bad news first.
She's lost. She's lost on land again. They lost my friend. Lost on land again.
The bad news is my beloved droney, he's not in action anymore. Now, this is a DJI Phantom 3, and I love this thing. It served me so well. I had a lot of fun with it. But something happened with the camera and the gimbal. So I sent it into DJI Hospital in California, and they sent it back after a couple of weeks, along with a $200 bill, and it flew once, and the gimbal messed up again. Well, by the time I got a chance to fly it, it had passed the amount of days that you're allowed to send it back. So I decided to stop putting money into this and decided to go ahead and try something new. Meet DJI Mavic Mini. It's so cute. I've had this for a few months now. I didn't want to do a video right when I got it because I wanted to fly it for a while and see how it performed and compare and contrast it to droney. Well, there's a few differences for sure. Definitely the portability of this one is a lot easier to deal with, but the stability of the flight is nothing compared to the Phantom 3. The Phantom 3, even in wind, you could get a really steady shot. This one, any wind over about 10-15 miles an hour, the phone gives me a warning, high wind warning, and it's not quite as stable as I would like it to be. But I still love it. It's a lot of fun. And again, the portability does mean something. This is a controller to the Phantom 3. As you can see, it's very big and bulky. And this is a controller to the Mini. I've already got my phone hooked up to it. But the biggest difference, besides the obvious and size and everything, is with this one, you didn't plug your phone directly into anything. It just kind of ran off a Wi-Fi signal. That's good and bad. You can lose signal pretty easily, so I didn't really like that part. But the problem with plugging the phone in is the design of this makes it very difficult to plug your phone into these little holes and get the controller on there. I have a feeling that those little plugs would break pretty easily if you use this for very long at all. But I'm being very careful, trying to have fun with it. I do love the Mavic Mini. Like I said, even though it's not quite as stable, it still flies and it gets a pretty good picture and it's a lot of fun. So I hope that I will have many years with Mini, just like I did with droney. I wanted to bring it out today and show you guys the quality of the footage, but I'm having a hard time finding a place to fly it. The parks are packed with people, and I know it makes people uncomfortable when drones fly around. I was able to go to one park for a few minutes. I'll put that footage in here. Then I decided to come to someplace a little bit quieter and see what kind of footage I can get here. Don't judge. So without any further ado, let's get this Mini in the air, shall we? So the little park I took the drone out to, it's a little linear park, and it goes alongside a river. It had just rained a lot the night before, so I thought that this might be interesting. Turns out it was just muddy, but it was still fun. So as you can see from the trees blowing, it was a little bit breezy, but the Mini was pretty stable. It really did okay. Another big difference between the two drones is the app that they use. The Mini uses the DJI Fly app, and it gives a lot more details like wind speed and should you not fly as high, are you in an airport zone, things like that. So I really do love that about the Mini for sure. So I decided to leave the park and go someplace a little quieter. A lot of times people get very nervous when there's drones flying over, so I thought I'd go somewhere where there'd be less people and nobody would really care if there was a drone flying. So yeah, you guessed it, I'm in a cemetery. But yeah, there's more than one reason I'm here. I've got a geocache hidden here. So something I noticed when I got here is a lot of the shrubs for some reason have been pulled up. And the geocache that I had hidden was in one of the shrubs that's missing. So I had to re-hide it, but that's okay. It's done now. So some of you may recognize these headstones. This grave is where Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul Abbott are laid to rest next to their mother Carolyn. They were from a band called Pantera and then later Damage Plan. They're very famous in this area, so this gets lots of visitors and they are greatly missed. So I decided to go ahead and put some old footage from the Phantom 3 in here. This was taken in the Lincoln National Forest in New Mexico in 2018. I sure do miss this drone. It took some great pictures, great shots. Like I said, I love the stability of it. I sure am going to miss it. So for those of you who don't know, this drone was gifted to me by Camping with the Kellys, Candace and Jason. And you guys, if you're watching, I just really want to thank you again so much for all the wonderful years of drone flight that you gave me. Y'all are the best. So I'm going to leave this here with a few more shots of beautiful Lincoln National Forest taken by the DJI Phantom 3 Standard. I hope whatever you're doing today, you're having a great day too. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all stay lost, my friends.